All right, welcome back. Every time, welcome back. Yeah, we just finished listening to In Waves and recording our songs. I only did one because I got kind of lazy, I'm not going to lie. But it was fucking tough. So I figured it was pretty justified.
Well, after watching you record it and everything, yeah, I totally understand why you only did one this week.
Yeah, that song's hard.
Man, that was huge. Like when the number tracks used and how fast that song was. I mean, 226, that's insane. So yeah, I mean, just, I don't know, because like when, in comparison to the two, because mine was at what, 153?
153,
was it?
yeah.
So yours is about 75 beats and measured faster. So it was
like
insane.
50% faster.
So.
But yeah, that song's really hard. I was going to do Caustic or the Ties That Bind, but for some reason I just couldn't find the tempo. And I know it's all over the internet, but when I put it in, it didn't match up. So I just decided not to. I'd rather not do it at all than to do it wrong, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, and that was the problem I had too. Remember, we were doing In Waves, and it said it was 154, but then we went and tried to record it, and it wasn't.
Actually 153.
So yeah,
we did the whole thing, and then we had to move everything, and it was a pain in the butt. But that's okay. They both turned out really good. I was really impressed with the guitar tone that I got. It sounded pretty fucking close to
it did
to the record.
Well, it was really cool because the DI signal and the amp signal that you used on
they blended.
They blended almost perfectly.
Really good. But most of it is I just mic'd my amp, and I was pretty surprised because like I said, I don't remember exactly what they used in the studio for cabs, but I know they used some sort of 5150. So I mean, you guys have seen my video maybe by now. I've a 6505 Plus, which is a variant. They don't sound too dissimilar. And yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was going for that tone because, in my opinion, it's the best rhythm tone that's ever been on a metal album. It's fucking ugh.
It crushes. I mean, when you hear Years Back, it does. It's a huge sounding piece after you were finished with it.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up with like 10 guitar tracks on my song, 2 of them being clean, so 8. That was a lot. I think in total I had like 15 tracks or something like that, and like it doesn't sound like that big of a song. It will when you hear it, and you'll see. Oh, but I basically doubled everything. And then, and then yours was pretty simple because that's just kind of a simpler song.
It is. It was very
There's not
straightforward.
A whole lot to it.
I actually did, as far as I could tell, I did Corey's solo more or less note for note. Matt's, I tried to get it pretty close at the very beginning, but then at the very end, kind of like in typical fashion, as I've done in a lot of these videos, I just kind of started doing my own thing at the end.
Yeah, I did the same thing with the first solo. I just wrote one because... Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like this at some point, and it just seems like that's kind of the nice thing about these videos is, you know, being able to put a little bit of your own stamp on it. So that's kind of why I don't really shy away from doing such a thing.
Yeah, and I know this one well enough that I was like, it's going to sound like it fits anyway. This is exactly the type of music I play because it's my favorite band.
And I won't go long into detail on this, but I was really digging the scale that they were using in Waves. I think it sounds like it's a mixture of different kinds of minor keys, but I want to say the dominant one is the Phrygian key in there, and it's not one I'm used to. I'm used to playing the Lydian mode a lot, so I have that kind of fingering down, whereas Phrygian was a lot different for me, so it was kind of interesting. Yeah,
that has like that, I don't know, a lot of people call it like that, like Indian or whatever kind of scale sound, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of flat too.
It makes it sound really just kind of ominous and dissonant, and that's kind of what drew me to that song. I was just talking about that before we started recording, like just those scales, just like the way how ominous it sounded, and honestly the vocals. And like I said, I don't usually care about vocals, but for some reason the lyrics in Waves that's what drew me into it the first time I heard it.
I mean, they're pretty dark to me. I mean, like when I hear him saying everybody going down with me, I mean that's pretty deep, man.
And, well, he says do I end this all for the world to see? Like, that's dark.
Yeah.
That's really fucking dark. But the way he says it, like, and especially like I said, I saw it the first time I heard that song, I watched a live video of it. and like the way he like gets everybody like jump in and like involved in, do I take everybody else down with me? Like it's like you're getting everybody involved singing this about bringing everybody, like I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. Like
It's pretty sick.
the contrast between what he was doing and what he was saying, I thought it was kind of cool. And then like when I heard it on the record and the way it comes in and it just fucking slams right in.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said in the last video this was the first Trivium album I heard, and it does. Like it took me by surprise. Like, there's only a few albums like that. One of them is Alice in Chains' Dirt. It comes right in with just a scream, and then as soon as In Waves starts, same thing, just loud. And I'm like, oh wow, and it kind of jars you awake when you're listening to it. So.
Yeah. And then Forsake Not the Dream. That song drew me in, just that lead line, like you said, in the, I guess that's in the chorus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so nice, and like it's such a triumphant sounding lead, and the harmonies, they sound really nice. The way that he sings, that's all I care about is the melody.
Right, and I know we've hammered it to death, but I mean just the sheer tempo of that song,
so fast,
the articulation that you have to have. I don't know, like it's one of those songs where if I had tried to attempt it, I probably would have needed more than the 2 weeks that we take.
I've been practicing that song for over a year.
Yeah,
or about a year probably.
I mean, it's that difficult. I mean, I'm not kidding any of you out there. It's a very difficult song to try to learn. I mean,
unless you're Matt Heafy or probably James Hetfield.
Right.
It's all downpicked, and it's 220 whatever the fuck beats per minute. It's fast as fuck.
Yes.
And it's really hard. So if I messed it up, don't be hard on me, dude. That shit's fucking hard. I am not like an expert at downpicking. I can do it.
Right.
It's fucking tough though, and I can't stress that enough.
Well, and again, I mean, we've been playing guitar for each of us for over 20 years, so I mean, that's a testament to that. And I kind of want to do a callback to the last video when we talked about beginner students when they want to start playing guitar. This is exactly what we're talking about. You're never gonna, I mean, unless you're an absolute prodigy, you're never going to be able to pick up a guitar and be able to play Forsake Not the Dream right off the bat.
You probably play In Waves.
You probably could.
That song's not that hard.
But at the same time...
That song's fucking good, though.
It is good. But at the same time, you know, and don't discourage yourself, because there was plenty of times... I mean, I was learning In Waves, and I was getting, not frustrated, but, you know, like, you know, because, like, if I mess up...
Yeah, that one lead line.
Yeah. And at the same time, though, I mean, that's what learning is instead of just getting disheartened with yourself and giving up on it, just keep working at it. You know, you'll learn from your mistakes, and you will get it right the next time, or closer to being right the next time.
Yeah. I don't know, just kind of talking about the record as a whole. Like I said, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I don't have, you know, there's not enough nice things I could say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome.
I love that record.
Like I said, I've listened to it a number of times because that was the one you would play the most when I was with you.
Because it's my favorite.
And at the same time, I mean, I've always liked this album. It's pretty good. And I don't know if I would, me personally, put it up there in one of my favorites because I've got a different taste in music. But at the same time, it's one that I will go back to and I will listen to. And I've done it several times leading up to this video too, and I'll be doing it again thereafter.
As far as metal goes, where would you put it?
Metal? Oh, I put it up there. Way up there. I mean, maybe probably in the top 25 for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of great metal records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you already know where I stand.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what band, what genre, whatever. That's my favorite album of anything. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, is, I mean, when this album, in my opinion, can stand up with the likes of Metallica, Megadeth, and the Big Four, yeah, I mean, that's saying something.
It stands up, but it's different.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before, is like before this album, they got compared to bands like Metallica and Megadeth and Iron Maiden so much, where this one, it just sounds like them. This was the first. So. I feel like this was the first album where they just sounded like them, other than Ascendancy. That was like their breakthrough album. But yeah, this, and they kind of set their, you know, they told everybody with this album what they were going to be about for the rest of their career, and then they did nothing but progress since then. I mean, maybe there were some minor digressions or whatever, but you know, he blew out his vocal cords at some point, and he couldn't scream anymore, so he had to teach himself how to fucking scream and sing and all that shit. Well, he didn't teach himself that, I can't remember what that mean, but he was a vocal coach, and he trained a lot of people. It was the same thing. He was basically like a rehab vocal coach. Man, he had to reteach like M Shadows, Matt Heafy. I can't remember who all else, but he passed away recently too. which is kind of sad because he really did a lot for the metal community as far as vocals go. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it. Listen to it. I don't care if you don't like it. You will. Just listen to it over and over and over again. That's what I did.
Yeah, and really,
you'll find something on this record you like. I promise you.
I think if you like heavy metal at all, I think you will enjoy this. And even then, I think if you like, see, for me, I mean, I've kind of gotten into alternative rock a little bit more, and even then, I can still find a route that you would take if you're an alternative rock listener to enjoy this album as well. You might not like the faster up-tempo stuff, if that's the case. But in waves, and then there's a few others that are kind of similar. I think you can get into that because it's got like a nice groove beat. Well, actually, for that matter, if you're a Pantera fan, I think you're going to enjoy this.
For sure. And then if you listen to like the deluxe edition, there's more. There's even more variety because there's more softer songs. There's more slower songs. There's something for everybody on this record. There really is. I mean, other than if you want to listen to country.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of bluesy licks in there, and there's a little bit of everything in there. Check it out. It's really good. I like I said, I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, I suggest listening to it too. It's, I don't know, like the more I listen to it, the more I was just commenting to you before we rolled here that I got Forsake Not the Dream stuck in my head now probably for the rest of the week because it's that good. I mean, it's a really good melody, really good riff. So yeah, there's a reason I picked it, not because I already knew it, but because it's a really good song. I think so.
And in my opinion, I think it's the peak on that album.
I think so.
Those two, that song and Caustic, I think those are like peak.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Yeah, I had fun listening to it again. I always do. I had fun. It was a challenge recording it because like when you play along, like I said I can't remember what video it was, but I said like it's humbling. It's really humbling to like record these songs that you think you've been playing 100% correct and you're just not. And then when you hear it back and it gets kind of discouraging, but just keep going. Just keep doing it. You'll get it eventually, and that's what I did. It's just a tough song.
Yeah.
So cut me some slack if it sounds like ass.
No, I don't think it does.
I think it came out pretty good.
Just me personally, just hearing it after you were finished and everything. No, I don't think it sounded bad at all. Actually, I think it sounded pretty damn close to what the record did.
Yeah. And Colin Richardson, look up more shit that he's done. He's done a lot for the metal community too. I'm no Colin Richardson, but I think my recordings turned out pretty good.
Yeah, and then with the software and equipment that we have and everything too, it's not that it's even limited because it really isn't.
No.
It's just a matter of, it's not Pro Tools.
And I don't know everything about what I'm using either. Like I've been using it for a long time, but I do what I need to on it. I don't know. There's probably shit on there that would help me that I don't even know about.
Right.
So
because it doesn't come with a manual. So I'm sure you can look it up and
Google's
Google
a manual.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I guess that's it. I don't. It's a great album. Just listen to it. If you like metal, just put it on. It's awesome.
Yes.
Also, thank you for the one fucking person that subscribed to us. We have 14 now.
Which that's great. I mean, I know it's silly and everything, but at the same time, everybody counts to me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad every one of you is on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to us. Yeah, it's just great. I'm glad people are out there listening to us and, seeing what we have to offer out there.
Did you think of one you want to do next?
Yeah, I think I really want to learn Wicked Garden by Stone Temple Pilots. So I think we're going to do Stone Temple Pilots' debut album, Core. It came out back in 1992. We'll get into more details on this in the next video, but I don't know. I've been listening to that song for about a month now, and I can't not do it.
Yeah.
So, I think that's when we'll do next week.
And yeah, I feel like that's going to be on a similar thing with the Trivium album, because like you know it well, I don't know it.
Right.
I probably know some songs off it, but
yeah, because I don't know how to play it or anything, but I've heard it so many times now that I kind of get the groove and I understand, what's going on with the song. But yeah, this album I've not heard that much. Purple I did, and the next album after. But Core, Wicked Garden is really the only one I know on there. So
I probably don't know anything off it if you only know their obscure song off it.
You might know Plush.
Oh, fuck, everybody knows Plush.
And I can't remember what the other one was on it. Yeah, I don't even want to guess because I don't really remember what the other
Yeah.
one is, but I'm pretty sure Plush is the other. I think
Yeah.
that was the big song off
Cool.
of it.
So yeah, I guess next week we're gonna do STP Core.
Yep.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Have we done a 90s record yet? A 90s grunge record yet?
Not
think so.
not true form grunge. We did that Rush record,
That's not
but
grunge,
that's
that's
not
Rush.
grunge. Yeah. So I mean, technically, we haven't done like a honest to goodness '90s album yet.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of excited for that too, because that was what was popular at the time when I was a younger kid. I was probably, let's see, 92. I would have been about 8 or 9, or 7 or 8.
I was 1. I was a wee tot.
Yeah. I think 90s music as a whole has become a little bit more popular recently, or at least it's gotten some kind of resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, Nirvana's never going to go away. So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm pretty excited for it.
Cool. So yeah, I guess we'll see you. I guess we'll see you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm so tired, dude. I slept like shit last night. I'm leaving that in there, maybe.
You should. Maybe it'll get
Oh
some
my
views.
god. Oh shit. All right. Well, we'll see you next week when we listen to the STP.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.